Imagine this. One moment, everything's skyrocketing. Your product, your team, your ambitions, they all explode with energy and growth. Numbers double, your market share grows faster than you can track, investment floods in. This is the dream, right? The kind of story everyone salivates over. The founder who made it overnight. But here's the brutal truth. Nobody is screaming loud enough. Growing too fast can shatter everything you've built in a heartbeat. It's like sprinting on a cracked bridge. One wrong step and it collapses beneath you. Not later, not if, you might not even notice until it's too late. Because rapid growth hides dangers beneath the surface like a slow poison. First, there's this insidious madness called pressure. Suddenly, every decision is under a microscope. Investors want answers yesterday. Your team stretches so thin that burnout becomes a quiet epidemic. The culture that once drove you, the fire, the grit, starts to erode. People stop talking. They hide their struggles. They show up, but their hearts aren't there anymore. Leadership spins in circles, drowning under the weight of what once was excitement, but now feels like survival mode. What's worse? The original vision that fueled this whole journey begins to blur, almost forgotten in the noise of urgent emails, endless meetings, and frantic scaling. When growth spikes too sharply, clarity gets lost. Vision becomes a casualty. Then there's the cash flow nightmare nobody really warns you about. On paper, it looks like a jackpot. More sales, bigger contracts, more clients. But behind the numbers, money's disappearing faster than it's coming in. New clients demand faster delivery, higher quality, better service, and that costs real cash. Teams grow, salaries rise, infrastructure strains to keep up. Suppliers want paid sooner. Mistakes multiply, customer service falters, refunds climb. Margins shrink like a wool sweater in hot water. It's the invisible money drain, one that can leave you drowning in operational chaos before your next paycheck lands. Suddenly, your rapid ascent looks less like a rocket and more like a house of cards built on shaky debt. And oh, don't forget the fragile core of your organization, the people, the ones who believed in you, the ones who showed up day after day before the fame, before the quick growth. They get pushed aside, sidelined, overlooked by the scramble to scale fast. Trust phrase. Communication breaks down. Valuable talent jumps ship. Because no one builds an empire alone. When your foundation crumbles beneath the weight of too fast growth, no amount of shiny new hires can fix the disconnect. What was once a family becomes a faceless machine, and the soul of your business quietly dies. This chaos seeps deeper than operations or numbers. It creeps into your psyche. The relentless push, the sleepless nights, the gnawing feeling that you might crash and burn. This stress isn't a sign of hustle hard. It's a warning light screaming, something is broken. Visionaries aren't machines. The toll is real. Mental health spirals. Doubt clawing at every dream. This isn't just business pain. It's personal. And ignoring it will crush not just your company, but everything precious outside of it. Relationships, health, identity. But here's the wild paradox. Yes, growing fast can almost kill you, but growth itself isn't the enemy. The problem is how it's done. Speed without strategy is like driving blindfolded inside a tornado. The key isn't slowing down or playing safe. It's mastering the art of intentional growth, the kind that preserves what matters most, that builds strength beneath the chaos. This is the real game changer, the secret weapon almost nobody teaches, growth with a heartbeat. Here's the hard truth about controlling growth. It's about setting boundaries that protect your core. Not just your product, but your people, your culture, and most importantly, your sanity. Say no to deals that don't align with your long-term vision. Say no to investors who expect unrealistic lightning speed returns without understanding your mission. Fight for time. Time to refine processes. Time to nurture your team. Time to breathe. This is revolutionary in a culture obsessed with more, faster now. But without it, what's gained is often lost. Next, mastery over cash flow is not just good practice. It's survival. Predict every expense before it happens. Demand rigorous financial discipline from your entire team, not only from accounting. Build a safety net, and beware the trap of superficial growth funded by unsustainable debts or false optimism. This means sacrificing short-term glories for long-term security, a move that might seem boring or slow, but creates unstoppable momentum over time. Cash isn't just numbers on a screen. It's the lifeblood of your entire story. And for your team, the solution isn't just scaling headcount faster. It's building true leadership at every level. People who hold the torch when things get rough, who keep that original fire burning, who communicate honestly and fiercely, protect the culture despite the storms. Create space, regularly, for real connection, not just task updates. Encourage vulnerability. Celebrate learning from failures, not just wins. This is how culture gets immune to the poison of too fast growth. Teams don't just survive, they evolve into something stronger, something more resilient. The greatest weapon against the chaos is what might seem simple, but is incredibly rare in today's madness: patience. Patience to accept that real, meaningful growth will take time. Patience to embrace the slow and steady beats, fast and reckless mindset. Patience to value the people and vision over flashy numbers. Patience to build an ecosystem around your business that can breathe, adapt, and thrive. Because without patience, growth will hit the walls too hard, and everything will shatter. If this all sounds difficult, it's supposed to. No one said transforming from a fast-growing, fragile startup to a grounded, unstoppable force was easy. But here's something critical that every founder and leader must hear. The fastest path forward is often backward. It's about unlearning what scaling has been sold as, a non-stop rush, and relearning how to grow with intention, with roots, with respect for your own limits and your unique story. Becoming sovereign over your company, your growth, your mission. Not a prisoner to outside expectations, but the master of your own timeline. Imagine a world where growth is an extension of your true purpose, not a distraction from it. Where your company is a place people want to belong because it reflects deeper values, not just profit. Where your network, founders, investors, leaders, is not a chaotic swarm, but a carefully woven web of support, aligned by shared fire and vision. This is not a fairy tale. It's the edge of possibility when you resist the illusion that growth must be a race. When you commit to building something lasting, not just big. Now take a breath and think about this. The cost of growing too fast isn't just a business failure. It's wasted potential, broken trust, lost time, and sometimes the death of dreams that burned so bright at the start. But the real tragedy? It's avoidable. You can rewrite this story. You can lead differently. You can slow down just enough to hold your power and speed up only when your foundation is unbreakable. This is how you take control back, how you find balance in chaos, clarity in pressure, freedom in growth. Nothing outside will hand this to you. No system, no investor, no trend will save you. The power lives inside the individual, the founder, the leader who refuses to be crushed by their own success, the one who dares to question the old rules and build new ones from fire, who chooses sovereignty over comfort, who knows that true freedom isn't about more, but about mastery. Because when you own your growth, when you shape it with intention, you unlock what the world still desperately needs. Rare leaders who burn without bending, who build beyond borders, beyond illusions, beyond anything that came before. This is the real cost of growing too fast, but also the real path to rising beyond it. Don't be fooled. Don't chase the illusion of speed without heart. Own your timeline, guard your vision, protect your people, and build your power ruthlessly. Then, and only then, will growth be the wild, beautiful force it was always meant to be. Because growth isn't about chasing numbers, it's about becoming who you were born to be. And that, nothing can stop.